So I'm Katrien Kolenberg. My science domain is astrophysics. I do research on stars, and in art I do several things. I've always had this urge to create something. From very young age onwards, I would like to be busy with my hands to create things, and then again to capture things. It started with drawing and then painting and making things out of clay, modeling things, just to make something that was not there before. And I think it's also a way of dealing with your existence, because from a very young age onwards I was very obsessed with the phenomenon of time. Time passing, the perception of time. And I think as soon as I got exposed to astronomy as well, I started to realize that timescales are very different in the cosmos. But my own way of dealing with time and capturing certain moments, what I call timeless moments, was to make art. Fantasy always played a very important role. I like magic. Even though I'm a hardcore scientist, I really like magic. And I'm still attracted to that. And I think in art you have the permission to touch magic. I am convinced that if people understand more about science, that it takes away fear as well, because we all have fear. Science can help you actually in a way to overcome this fear. Linked to my science, I feel that having an idea of the cosmic perspective can be very soothing. Learning more about the fact that we are on a planet and we are circling a star, which is one of 100 billion stars in a galaxy, which is one of 100 billions of galaxies. Of course, it's very humbling, but at the same time, it is extremely fascinating that we are here to observe all this and to figure all this out. And I think that sharing this cosmic perspective with others can have a soothing effect. When I now talk to the public, I always mix in sound. I want to make the experience a multi-sensorial experience. So not just seeing images and listening to my words, but at the same time you can listen to the stars. I like subtle differences between timbres as well. And so different musical instruments have different characteristic sounds, have different timbres, and in that same way, stars have that as well. In fact, when I hear a star, I'm always a bit surprised because I'm used to look at a screen, to look at a graph. But at the same time, when you hear it, you open another register, you get another way of learning more about a star. So I think it really enriches the research as well if I can listen to the stars at the same time. We humans, we don't hear just anything. We can hear sounds that are in a particular regime, between 20 and 20,000 vibrations per second. These are the sounds that we can hear, and anything below or above we cannot hear. Now, stars, they vibrate, but they vibrate much more slowly. So when we want to make them audible, we would have to speed them up. We don't hear them directly. We just see them vary. We see variations of the stars, and they are a reflection of the sound waves inside the star. So what we do is we record the light, and then we turn them into sound and we speed them up. So our sun is also vibrating in actually millions of sounds simultaneously. This is the sonified sun. That's how the sun sounds. I played the cello before I started doing research on pulsating, vibrating stars. While I was doing research, I was playing quite intensively. And then I felt that, somehow I got more insight also in the physics of pulsations by just playing. And that's how I started using the cello also to communicate about the science. This star is RR Lyrae. this star is showing some regular vibration, but on top of that, it shows modulations and it shows a bit of chaotic behavior as well. And we got very good data of this star taken with the Kepler Space Telescope. And what we showed in the exhibit was a printout on a veil of all the data of this star taken during about 3 years by this mission, non-stop. The expo was accompanied by a live act that we performed together. We actually improvised on the light curve of the star as a score for our music. I think what has really changed me as a person was to be in other places and live or experience other cultures. And it's very interesting as a scientist as well. And looking up at the night sky in Asia or in Africa, and then interacting with the local population about what they see there. That's something that's really touched me.